What would you do if your boss said you had to have a computer ID chip implanted under your skin or you'd be fired? Well, we're not there quite yet, but one Ohio company is doing something that has some people wondering if we're headed down that road. Here's technology correspondent Daniel Seberg with tonight's eye-opener.
There's my chip right there.
So you can actually see it.
It's about the size of a grain of rice, and it feels like it too. But what that tiny chip can and can't do has become the source of much concern and confusion.
I was in a grocery store, and a couple ladies said, "Hey, you're the guy with the chip in your arm, aren't you? You know, run across the scanner so we can see if it gets us a discount on groceries."
Sean Darks is the CEO of CityWatcher.Com, a small company in Cincinnati that's the first U.S. business to use chip implants in its employees.
What you're looking at here is recorded footage back in August of a number of drug deals.
CityWatcher provides video surveillance for clients and for the police. And the video that it collects, like this drug bust, is the company's biggest asset. And they say they need to keep it under more than just lock and key.
You might have one of these where you work, a key card that allows access to different parts of the office. A lot of businesses use them, but here at CityWatcher, there's one particular room where you need either the implanted chip in your arm or a keychain. And Sean says the choice is up to the employee.
CityWatcher employees Chuck Gordon and Kari Williams require access to the secure server room where the video is stored. One got the implant, and the other decided not to. He carries the chip in a keychain instead.
That's one of the reasons that I don't want to do it. It's creepy to have knowing that something is there the entire time.
But Chuck, you could get over that feeling?
Right now, I guess the big thing is Big Brother's to be watching you over this. Basically, the chip's dormant except unless you go in front of the access panel. And that's the only time it activates. So other than that, I really have no worries about it.
Chip implants have been common in pets for several years, giving the owner peace of mind that their lost animal could be identified. And for retail giant Walmart, the chips are used as smart barcodes to keep track of thousands of products. But for use in people, well, privacy advocates think we shouldn't open that door.
The concern is a privacy concern because when that chip is placed in you, it becomes a permanent form of identification. If it were a bracelet, for example, or an ID card, you might choose not to carry it or not to wear it, but if it's in your skin, you're pretty much stuck with it.
CityWatcher employee Chuck Gordon was so stuck on the idea that he accompanied his wife Mary as she got the implant for medical reasons.
Just go ahead and lay down up here for a minute.
So doctors can pull up a record of her allergies in an emergency.
You're going to feel like a little stick and then a bee sting, okay? And that's going to numb the skin up for us, okay?
At this point, if you're squeamish about needles, it's best to turn away for a second.
No.
Getting an implant is not a pretty sight.
A tiny little incision here. Put the needle in. We pull the needle out, and we put a Band-Aid on her, and she's chipped.
The doctor will send the unique 16-digit number on Mary's chip to the chip maker for safekeeping. But critics question the security of the system.
It is the case that chips have been hacked. It's possible to duplicate them. It's possible to commit fraud with them. And those are also risks for people who are using this chip.
3 out of the 5 CityWatcher employees who need access to the video room have opted to have the chip implanted. The other 2 carry their chips on a keychain. Either way, Sean Dark says his company's secrets are safe, and let the chips fall where they may.
Excuse me, sir. Forgot your receipt.
Checkout lines. Who needs them?
Have a nice day.
This is the future of e-business.
But some citizens are embracing the age of Big Brother. In Rotterdam, Holland, nightclub owner John Van Gallen has introduced a system of microchipping for his VIP patrons. It's almost like barcoding people.
Yeah, it is, because every chip got a number, and the number corresponds to the name and the picture. That's the way it is, yeah, it is.
The microchip has to be surgically inserted under the skin, which means you'll have to have it cut out if you want it removed. Did it hurt getting the chip in? Okay, can I have a look?
Yeah, of course.
It feels like a little grain of rice.
It's a rice, yeah.
Irving has had the chip for the past 4 years. Every time he buys a drink, he's scanned. And, like a human ATM, money comes off his account. You don't feel like you're giving up a little bit of your privacy, do you?
No. Yeah. It's just nice to have. You can say, I have a chip in my arm. I'm the first one in the whole world. I have a chip. And, yeah.
Remember CCTV and monitoring. Thank you.
Big Brother is here to stay.
To think something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love are on the line.
HealthLink is always with you when every second counts in the emergency room, providing immediate access to your medical records.
Because Bob has trouble remembering all his medications.
Because I'm in love with my kids' kids.
Because my car lost control while driving.
Because now I'm looking out for both of us.
Because I have diabetes, but it doesn't have me.
Because I spend my life in the ER trying to save yours.
Apologize, my camera is going to get a little shaky because I'm trying to hold it while I'm explaining what's going on. Currently right now we have 44 million Americans on food stamps. Change we can all believe in. And that number is growing consistently by the second, by the minute, by the hour, every single day. The economy is terrible. You guys know the dollar's going to die. This is why I'm coming to you today, though. Let me just break it down for you. You see, and I do apologize again for the shaky camera. I came across this. The Grocery Manufacturers of America, the Food and Marketing Institute, and the National Association of Chain Drugstores have collaborated with the U.S. government for immediate release. This is a plan set up back in 2004, actually. Data synchronization, fundamental to RFID success, according to the latest GMA FMI NACDS report. This is just explaining, basically what they're about to do, their plans, and how they're going to eliminate the EBT system and the WIG and all that good stuff. But I know you guys are probably going to say, well, that's not enough proof. The document can say anything. And if you need to see the actual document, here's the link up top. Here's the link right here for you. You can just pause the tape and, find a link on your own, because I'm not going to put it in the YouTube thing. Yeah, I know I'm lazy. But check this out. The United States Department of Agriculture. These are the people who came up with EBT, WIC, and food stamps, along with the U.S. government. They collaborated with them and came up with this. Now, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Washington, D.C. Advisory Committee on Biotechnology and 21st Century Agriculture. This was in August this year, a few months back. They're just explaining the plans. All you have to do is go to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's website, type in biometrics or RFID, and this stuff is going to pop up. Very easy. Very easy. But let's go to the next one. For example, see search results. U.S. United States Department of Agriculture search results. Biometric. Just hit the go button in all of the USDA. And the results were actually shocking because what came up was the year that the PDFs would pop up, the year they were made and modified. Now, I told you this was a plan back in 2004. The thing that made it very interesting is, look at that date. 2011, October 12th. Okay? Now look at what's attached to it. Use of biometric identification technology to reduce fraud in food stamp program. Basically, when you click on that, you're just going to be amazed. Amazed. So basically, it's time. They're going to destroy the program and bring on the chip. We are basically staring at Revelation 13 right here. Today, November 3rd, we are staring at it. And then I came across this. United States Department of, Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service. Voila. Introduction to Biometric Identification Technology, Capabilities, and Applications to the Food Stamp Program. Nothing else to talk about. All you have to do is Google this stuff, and it will pop right up. Nothing else to talk about. Because I know you guys are probably like, well, his credibility is shot, or where is he getting this stuff from? It's right in your face. That's where I'm getting it from. This is directly from the horse's mouth. They're about to end the food stamps, the WIC, the EBT. If you're not a Christian, I suggest you come to the Lord Jesus Christ. Here we see again, HDMA teams up with, HDMA teams up with the NACDS to examine RFID. Now, HDMA means the Healthcare Distribution Management Association, and NACDS means the National Association of Chain Drug Stores.
Verichip, subsidiary of publicly traded Applied Digital, has added Tommy Thompson to its board of directors. The company hoping the former Health and Human Services Secretary can help accelerate the use of RFID for healthcare and security applications. Joining us to discuss the future of RFID and his plans for Verichip, Tommy Thompson, former Health and Human Services Secretary, and Scott Silverman, Chairman and CEO of Applied Digital. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be on your program.
Ms. Thompson, I'll start with you. We're doing a poll today. Would you have one of these things implanted in your arm, or, I don't know, under your scalp, or wherever you put it?
You put it in your right arm, and it's very small, and it doesn't bother you at all, but it certainly is going to allow you to identify who you are, protect your child. If you have a new child that's born in a nursery, you can protect that child from having somebody walk off with it. You can also protect your loved ones in a nursing home so that you can put a bracelet on and identify that individual and be able to find that individual if that person wanders away. But I certainly would, and I think it's a coming thing. And the problem is that medical technology is so far behind that RFIDs are going to really be the impetus in order for us to get new technology into the medical field that's going to help people improve their quality of care. And that's what it's all about.
And I'm sorry, sir, did you just say you would get one implanted in your arm?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Okay.
That's it.
No concerns? No concerns at all? Because I have to admit, it makes me a little queasy.